I'm Fred P., and I've been around Cook Church a few years, and I've been involved in mission work several different ways, but the main one I've been involved in is the New Mexico mission trip. We've been going about 16 years. The first year we went out there, drove up to the church, they drive up and look at you and drive off. And we had, we done, I guess the first year was shoebox stuff. And we announced that we'd be there certain time, 6 o'clock, whatever, to pass out shoe boxes, which includes, toothbrush, toothpaste, hats, gloves, caps, soap, items like that, and a couple of toys for the particular age kids. The first year or two we went out there, they didn't have much trust in us. And after a couple of years, they thought we was kinfolks. They was really glad to see us. They had so many folks in the past come out there, so we'll be back, and they never come back. Well, Cook Church hadn't done that. We've been going back 15 years. We involved in the shoebox. We go to 5 different churches at night. We usually back up a little bit. We usually leave here on Friday after Thanksgiving. And we start Sunday night at a church. We go to 5 different churches at night. And we have a preacher, a message for them, and then we give out the shoebox. And that sometimes they'll have something for us to snack on. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes we don't know what it is. But anyway, during the second year, one of the pastors come to our leaders and said, we need somebody to do Bible school. Would y'all like to do Bible school? Now we're talking about a church that's 50 miles from the closest Walmart and out in the country. A lot of dirt roads. But anyway, we came back and the committee said, yeah, let's do Bible school. So we went back that first year and the third year and done Bible school. Had a real good attendance. We carried the bus and we went around the community picking up kids. And some of the kids were 16, 17 years old. And they wanted to come to Bible school. Well, the year, Dan Napper went with us one year. And he took the 16 and 17, 18-year-olds that showed up for Bible school and taught them different things about how to be gentlemen, how to be nice, and how to be respectful. It was a good deal for us, for him to do that. Of course, our ladies done the Bible school, and then we went back every year and done Bible school. And then every year we also done that 1st of June. Then after that, we kept doing our shoebox ministry. And every year it grew a little bit more. We've carried up to 1,800 shoeboxes in one year, usually about 1,500. We go to in the schools, and we meet with the principals of the school. We talk to them before we get there, and we have permission to read the Christmas Bible stories to them. And some of them have never, you could tell some of them have never heard it. They just stand there with their mouth open, and they're so quiet and listen and pay attention to us and everything. And then we give out the shoeboxes. We've done that for the last 15 years. Like I say, that first couple of years, I went under, we called it Open Door Missions. And we had a leader called Danny Pitts, and of course, he's been gone a few years. And he was a preacher sermon, Mark Taylor would preach a sermon, different ones. And some of us that went, we'd give our testimony. We have prayed with individual different ones there. We have cried with different ones. And we've had fun with different ones. It's just been a real blessing to me. And most, when we first started going, we said, well, we're going out there to bless them folks. Well, come to find out, they blessed us because there's just so many different ways that we've had problems. One of our worst problems we ever had was flats. I don't guess we've ever made a trip without a flat. Like this past year, we didn't have but 3. And all 3 of them, if you're gonna have a flat and have it a good place, we always had one at a good place. It's been a blessing. And we didn't realize first, but every stop gives us an opportunity to see what God has done for us. People, some of the local people, we'd be at the restaurant eating and they'd come up and say, what are y'all doing here? And would give us an opportunity to witness to them. We've witnessed to waitresses. This people happen to be eating in at the same time. You learn to see a person, whether it be the head down or the sad look on their face, and you can just walk up and pat them on the back and say, you need somebody to pray for you. And most of the time, that's it. I appreciate it so much. We've done some construction work. This main one we've done is Sonosti, New Mexico. And we've built bathrooms. We've added on to the churches. We've rebuilt, put in windows, doors, handicap ramps, insulation. We've done a lot of construction work out there. Had a man in Texas one year call us and said, I've had a good year and I'm in the metal business and I want to build you a building out there. He sent us the blueprints. We went out there, poured the slab, put the anchor bolts down. He come back at the end of the summer and put up a steel building. And we went back out there, and that's when we built bunk beds in there, and we're using that same building for storage. We carried clothes and blankets, just all kinds of different things also for them. It's just been a really good blessing for us. Some of the getting detail about shoe boxes. You see these little kids open that shoe box, and then the big old smile comes up on their face. Then one of them will pick up a toothbrush. He said, look, I got my own toothbrush. I got my own bar soap. I got me some gloves. I've seen a little boy kick his shoes off and put his socks on. And the teacher come up and said, that's the first time I've seen that boy wear socks. We just had so many miracles happen out there. They are always glad to see us. But I appreciate Cook Baptist Church for supporting this mission. There's more ways to get involved in mission trips, not just New Mexico, but prayer and donations and with finances. It's just been a blessing to be able to do that. We've had folks volunteer their vehicles for us to go in. It's a 2-day trip. We didn't get to go this summer because of the virus and different. We didn't get to go last year because of the virus. We didn't know we was going to do the shoebox because the Navajo Reservation has strict restrictions, more so than we have here. When we went in the Handy Mart or gas station to get gas out there, there'd be a guard at the door. And they'd look at you and point at you and say, put your mask on. You can't come in without a mask. They've had a lot of problems with the virus out there. But it's so much better now than it used to be. We need to continue to pray for the preachers out there because they're under a lot of stress. But that's about all I got to say.
That's good.